So it's came across my attention the past week that there may be a new Queen of the United Kingdom, and you know, someone who thinks is on top and can look down upon everybody else. And I found this out from this one video, Things That I Hate Part 2, when really it should be called People I Think I'm Better Than Part 1. So this Miss Molly, well, she thinks she's somebody, she thinks she's some kind of supermodel, thinks she's some sort of celebrity, and she can pick on every little thing that people do. Well, I'm gonna break down that video and just tell her, out my way.
Get out of my way.
So let's jump right in to her video.
Even though that's such a strong word, I probably don't hate.
Yes, it's a strong word, but yet you tend to use it an awful lot, don't you?
Skateboarding as a form of transport, in my eyes, is so silly.
Skateboarding bothers you. Skateboarding.
One, the noise it makes.
Because of the noise. If you're going to be out in the street, there's going to be cars driving, cars honking, people talking, and then there's a skateboard going by. You're not going to pick on that skateboard unless it's you. Maybe you are. Maybe because you drive, cars are alright. Maybe because you can talk, it's alright to talk to people. But just because you don't skateboard, it's not okay to skateboard.
It's so impractical. Surely that isn't getting you anywhere.
You obviously are into your photography and that, right? So why do you go out in public and take photos? Why don't you just sit at home and do that? It's because you like it, isn't it? Yeah, well, people like skateboarding out in public. They don't do it as a chore to get about. They do it because they enjoy getting about on a skateboard. They don't use it for practicability. They don't use it for quickness. They use it because they enjoy skateboarding down the street.
See, if you're going to be on the same street as me and do that, don't be on the same street as me. Actually go the opposite side, or get in a car, or like stops to like talk. I'm like, I actually do this behind them, like move.
And if you're on the same side of the street as her and you see somebody that you can that's walking past, you can't stop and talk. If she's behind me, you need to be on a different side of the street as her. No, she needs to have a full pavement to herself. Because if you are in her line of sight, get out of her way.
Or don't have social media. Do you not think?
And I love how everything she says, she's like asking the person behind her, I think it's her boyfriend probably, whoever it is, she's constantly saying, isn't it? Isn't it? So it just makes it sound as if no matter what she says, she's right. Poverty's actually a good thing, isn't it though? Isn't it? Global warming's great, isn't it? It just makes bad things, like you could literally make them sound good. Obviously I don't think poverty and global warming are good, but like, that was just an example.
Right, so see when you're emailing someone and you actually have a thread of emails and someone replies to the email in a new thread and it's like, hey, did you get my last email? Yes! Because I'm still in that chain, I'm talking in that one. It winds me up, I hate people who can't work emails.
Now this one that we've got here is definitely a first world problem. Replying to emails. See when you get folk that can't reply to an email properly, like, come on man, come on. Sort yourself out, son. Sort yourself out. If you can't reply to this email correctly, you're getting kicked out of this house, son. It doesn't matter how much dope you smoke, how much crack you smoke. If you can't reply to an email properly, out.
Oh, I think that boys do. Sports manoeuvres, just going for a wee stuff like that. Like just going for dinner and it'll be like a golf manoeuvre. What the fuck are you doing that for?
There's also another thing about her that I just don't like, and it's the, well, basically the constant touching of her hair, right? I'm sorry, but if she is allowed to slag people who do sports manoeuvres like a wee golf swing, wee tennis swing, any of that, right? Why are you sitting through a full video playing with your hair? Like, what? What are you doing? Isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah, isn't it? Like, what if I was to sit through a video? Alright lads, welcome back to a new video. Basically today we have a new video. Is that normal?
It takes everything in me not to say anything. Looking people up and down. Who does that? It's so rude. It's like this. Scanning your whole outfit. It's just like, it's probably better than yours. What are you looking at?
Now, if you've ever taken a glance at anybody's sneakers, then it's rude. You're not allowed to look at anyone, whatever they're wearing. No, you need to constantly look at their face. If I'm gonna meet you, I need to be staring at you into your eyes at all times. Alright mate, how's it going? Aye. Aye, you doing good? Aye. How's the Waynes? Aye, they're good, aye. Aye, the dog's good, Bench. Aye, he's alright, aye. Aye, he's not bad, aye. Or you just want 100% eye contact at all times. Alright mate, how's it going? How's that rude? This might be rude. If you meet somebody and you're like, alright mate, how's it going? What you got on the day? Aye, that's shite you're wearing, that is absolute shite you're wearing. That's maybe rude.
Last time I touched on the guy and how I can't understand why people go there. I have absolutely no desire to ever visit it.
Now here is the absolute talking point of the video, right? So it seems as if Molly maybe might like a wee holiday trip. You know, I didn't watch her last video, but she said that she mentioned that Dubai, why do people go there? And she actually saw a tweet about it that was quite funny.
I seen a tweet that was like, don't understand why people love to go to Dubai, it's just like really hot and has like less rights or something like that. It's so funny.
Aye, seems a rare laughing. Alright, we'll not talk about Dubai because she doesn't go into all that much detail, and I can't really say much about Dubai because I've not been there. It probably is a little bit more expensive than our country, but the first tourist destination that she slags is Amsterdam.
It's all couples ever do. All they ever do, a couple will be start going out, right? This is what happens. So say they start going out, right? A couple of months later, they'll be off to Amsterdam. You know, I was going to say that.
Isn't it a very popular tourist destination? You know, I can see where no, I can't.
You do realise there's so many other countries in the world, so many other cities you can visit. Why does everybody go to Amsterdam? And then, a few months later, one of them will get each other. Berlin's next stop. Isn't it? Boring, basic couples ever do is go to Amsterdam and Berlin.
She's saying that Amsterdam is for boring, basic couples, and then after that it's Berlin.
I understand people go there, I just don't know why couples need to go. You know you can go with your friends, you know you can go with your family, but like as soon as a couple start going out, it's Amsterdam we go.
Right, for one, personally I've never actually seen a couple go to Berlin, right? And then, right, Amsterdam, it's a very popular tourist attraction. Whether they go in couples, whether you go with pals, whether you go yourself or family, right? It's popular. You can't even look down your nose at people who go to Amsterdam. Like, I'm glad that I cancelled my Amsterdam trip back in October because now she will only look down upon me.
That's Amsterdam booked. I'm like, oh, shock horror. That should be going out 2 months, of course you are.
Shock horror, that should be going out for 2 months. How? Right, I'm sorry, but if that isn't rude and utter cheek, then I don't know what is.
Summer holidays probably Tenerife. Isn't it? They're going to Tenerife or Portugal, aren't they, in the summer?
So Amsterdam, Berlin, Tenerife and Portugal. 4 places that are, you know, tourist destinations, tourist holiday locations, aren't they? Yes, they are. But she's slagging them. For what? Like, where do you go on your holidays, hen? Like Peru, Panama, Paraguay, Fiji. No, on her Instagram, she's been to Venus and Barcelona. And where's she going to next?
And I'm going to Paris next month.
Paris. So unique. You know, I don't think anyone's ever thought of going to Paris before. No, it's not as if I've been there as well. It's not as if they're getting a hotel next to the Eiffel Tower. They're going to go up the Eiffel Tower and then they're going to go up the Sacre-Cœur, go to a church ceremony probably, and then they'll go and see the wee markets in between town. They're gonna be going on that cruise on the river round the Eiffel Tower. No, she's not gonna do any of that. No, I don't think she will. I think she's definitely not basic.
I feel like it's less basic than like Amsterdam and Berlin.
Right, I'm sorry, I don't know if you're going with your boyfriend or what, but if you are going with your boyfriend, Paris is literally the city of love. Good point, Div. And if you're going with your boyfriend, then that is the most boring and basic thing you could get. I'm not dissing people who go to Paris, but she was the one that quoted boring and basic for Amsterdam and Berlin. So if Amsterdam and Berlin are basic and boring for her, then Paris are definitely basic and boring, surely. And if you're not going with your boyfriend, it's still really, really popular. Paris is probably more popular than Amsterdam and Berlin.
I love going away and I love going to like so many cool like different places. So I just can never understand why anybody would want to go to somewhere where everybody goes.
I even done myself a wee Google search and I looked up the most popular city break. Now do you know what 3 of the top 4 were? Paris, Venus and Barcelona. Where are you going on your next holiday? Rome, just to fill out that basic and boring top 4 city breaks. No, Venus and Barcelona. No, nobody's ever been there. No, nobody's been. Paris. Who's been to Paris before? I'm like the first person to ever go on holiday to Paris. No, hate to tell you, Miss Molly, you're no. It's so small-minded. It's like whatever someone else does, regardless of what it is, it's bad. But whatever she does, it could be anything. Whatever she does, it's good. Now that's going to be the end of this rant on Miss Molly. She needs to be stopped immediately. We can't have any more of this things that I hate or people that I am better than. So that's going to be the end of the video. If you like it, please do leave a like. It is something a bit different. Comment your thoughts and subscribe if you're new. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.